Hey, welcome back to This and That with Dr. If you see this setting, if you see the blanket, then you know we are going to talk about love, relationship, marriage. I want to feel comfy and I just want to talk to you. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate you. If you are new, consider subscribing. We talk about so many fun things and I'll make you laugh along the way. So, yeah, consider subscribing. So, today we are going to talk about, will you tell your friend, if they should leave an abusive relationship? Will you or would you not? What are you thinking? If you would or would not, please let me know in the comment section. The right time to subscribe. It's going to be a story time. You know, I use my personal life stories, my thoughts and experiences to educate you. So this is a good time to please like and subscribe. And let's go on. So before I even talk about whether I will tell or not tell, before I tell you what I would do, first, a friend. A friend is not just someone that you see at the bar stop, your acquaintance, your work colleague. A friend is someone that you visited before, you call and talk, you have a good, close relationship that you know you can call them and sort of talk to them about Amy and everything. That is what we are talking about. So if this friend comes up to you and say, I am in an abusive relationship, will you tell them to leave? Yes, I will tell them to leave. If you are my friend and you are watching this, you know my stance on abuse. Do not endure, do not tolerate, walk out. And that is why if you've not watched my first video about looking for love, I'm going to link it up here. Go watch it. You need to know who you are. You need to be able to love yourself, to be able to walk out of abusive relationship. Before we go on, whenever we talk about abuse, people think that abuse is just physical. No, there are so many types of abuse. And I have a blog post on my blog, www.ThisandthatwithDrAnimwaa.com. You should go read. There are different types. There is physical abuse, there's verbal abuse, there's emotional abuse, there's mental abuse, there is digital abuse, there's cultural identity abuse, spiritual religious abuse, several types of abuse that happen in a relationship. And if my friend finds himself in an abusive relationship that is hurting them and they are becoming a reflection of their past, I am going to tell them to walk. So there you go. If you're wondering what I'm going to say, I will tell them to walk. All my friends will tell you that when you speak with Enimwaa will tell you divorce is always an option. Yes, I am a Christian. Divorce is biblical. I'll do a different video on that. Divorce is biblical. You can walk. It's not just adultery. It's not just sexual abuse. Walk anytime you feel that your sanity is being tested. Walk and don't look back. And so I'm going to tell you about the one time that I found myself in an abusive relationship, what I did, and why I would advise my girlfriends to walk, my male friends to walk. Also, just a heads up, I'll be using women a lot and girlfriends a lot because most of my friends are female. But it doesn't mean that men do not or men are not in abusive relationship. But then the statistics show that more women find themselves being victims. And so if I refer to women, that is the issue. But hey, if you are a man watching, please walk as well. Okay, back to the gist. So I know I've talked to you about loving yourself and being able to walk and out of a relationship. I dated this guy. I wouldn't even say I was in a serious relationship with him, but I dated this guy back in the uni before I met my husband. And then there were some red flags that I was seeing, that some traits. He was very insecure about me, and he would always look at me and say, "Hey, so you are all mine. Hey, so we are really dating." And I'm like, so this person will usually come to um, my room and then we would talk and then he would go and I'll say I'm going to sleep. And so we usually had a late night chat. So one time he came to my room. I said, I'm going to bed. We said our good night. And then he left. And then as soon as I laid on the bed, I got a call. And so I got a call from someone I knew from back home who was a guy. And so we talked, we laughed. And then after that, I put my phone under my pillow. And I was about to sleep and I heard a door knock. And I'm like, really? So maybe I thought one of my roommates, because first year, four in the room. Let me just open my roommates. I went to open, and there was this guy. I thought we had said our goodbyes. I thought you were going. What are you still doing here? Apparently, whenever we say our goodbyes, he does not go. He comes back and stand behind my window for a while to make sure I'm actually sleeping before he leaves. That's giving me obsession vibes. I said I was going to sleep. Well, I have my own agency. If I decide not to sleep, I did not sleep. I can decide that I want to sleep, and one time I can decide I need to go and take another shower, or I need to watch a movie. So he came back, and then I opened the door. He was very angry. Who were you talking to on the phone? Why were you talking to the person? I thought you said you were going to sleep. And so we started talking. His voice was really high, and I was really watching. I said, I don't understand you. This is someone that I know from home, and they called me and we were talking. So why are you so mad? And then he was so mad. He raised his hand. He did not hit me. He raised his hand and wanted to slap me. And he was tall. Yeah, I had a lesson. I was really into tall guys. So he was taller than me, and he raised his hand, and I looked up and I said, what are you going to do? What do you think you're going to do? And he said, but you said, and I said, no, I said what? And I caught him off guard, so he brought his hand and was like, no, we still need to talk about it. And then he got mad and said, we need to break things. And in my head, I'm like, yo, you are funny. You did not hit me, but attempted to hit me. And it's still assault. No contact, physical assault. You attempted. So if I had not stopped you, you were going to hit me. And now you want to end things, end whatever it is that we had, which I will not classify as a relationship. You better be joking. So I calmed him down after the verbal abuse, and after he tried to hit me. I calmed him down. And I said, don't worry, let's talk things over tomorrow. We don't need to end things and that and all that. And then, he was calm and everything. And finally, we went. Actually, left with him to make sure that he was going to his room. I don't know if he came back, but I went to bed because I was really tired. And then the next morning when I woke up, I blocked him everywhere. I didn't even need to block him in many places. I think his phone and Facebook also, because it was easy. We didn't have all these things now that we all have. I blocked him everywhere. Everywhere block him. Block, 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 block. And then I went on with my life like nothing happened. You tried to hate me, you verbally abused me, and you want to break whatever it is first. You don't get that. You don't get the upper hand. No, not with me. So he was looking for me. He was asking my roommates. He was asking people, where's Enima? I'm trying to reach Enima. I can't talk to Enima. Enima was just having a ball and having the time of her life. I am working. I know my self-worth. My self-worth is not to let someone look down on me, talk down on me, decide who I can speak to and not speak to, determine what I decide to do with my life, and try to hate me. No, no, I have my own agency. I can decide to do what I want to do. And so this person went to my sister. When I was in first year, my sister was in final year, went to beg my sister. I think he finally got me, and I spoke to him nice like nothing has happened. And he was like, what is going on? I'm like, oh, we are no longer there. I blocked you. So when we see, we can say hello, hi. He was like, really? He was confused. I said, yes. I didn't tell him. I said, I just don't want this again. I don't want it. He went to my big sister, pleaded with my big sister, begged. He pleaded with me. He asked my roommates to beg. He was begging, please come back anymore. I don't know what I did. I said, it's done. So I think we went on vacation. During vacation, he came to pick me up. He took me out. He bought food for me. He bought things for me. So I think during vacation, it was first semester. So right after first semester vacation, he came to take me out. He bought me stuff. Even while on campus, he was buying me stuff. He was begging. And that is what people fall for. Most abusers know how to beg and be sweet right after the abuse. No. If you've not watched the video about looking for love, I tell you that if I don't link it, I'll put it in the description. I know how to pamper myself. I know how to love myself. I know how to take myself out. So all those things, they are not buying me. Oh, I enjoyed it. I went out with him. I got pampered, but I still wasn't buying it. It was still a no for me. He went to my mother, he begged, he bought things that my mother liked. My mother was like, well, I can't decide for my daughter. If she's saying no, I can't really say anything about it. And that was it. Then when we came back second semester, he was so mad. He would see me, he would not talk to me, he would not smile. He was so angry. I said, okay, do you, let me do me. And it was in the second semester that I found my boo, that I found my man, that I found my husband. You, whatever your principles, your boundaries are, you will find that man that will love you so well. You will wonder, society has conditioned women to think that there are no good men out there, and all the men are supposed to cheat, all the men are supposed to abuse you, they're not supposed to treat you right. And then when you have principles and then you put them out on social media, people think, oh my goodness, she's a feminist and she's that, no one would love her. You would find someone that would love you and love you so well. Don't think that all men cheat or all men are abusers will shout at you. No, no, snap out of that condition. Snap out. There is someone out there wanting to love you and love you right. Queens, are we hearing this? This is a heart to heart talk. And so I moved on. So that was my abusive relationship that I walked out of. So in third year, he found someone's number, called me, and said, I really need to talk to you. This is this person and all that. I really need to speak with you. And well, if you know me, I'm an indoor person. So most of my stories, I'll tell you, if people are looking for me, I'm indoors. I said, I'm in my room, come. If you watch my story about how what I would tell a friend if their partner is cheating, I was in my room as well when my friend came. So I said, I'm in my room, come. And he came and he said, please tell me what I did wrong. Because all I knew, everything was okay. And then you blocked me everywhere. And then you said it was over. What did I do? Because now I have started another relationship with another person and I want this relationship to work. I don't want to lose her like I lost you. So please tell me, what did I do wrong? And then I told him the story I'm telling all of you now, that there was shouting and you raised your hand. And he said, but I didn't even hit you. And I said, yes, you didn't hit me. But if I'd give you another chance, you would have. What I accept in the beginning is what I will endure. So I didn't want to accept it. And so you have anger issues. You need to work on that. You need to make sure you never hit this new girl. He was shocked. He said, thank you. I'm going to work on my anger issues. I'm going to make sure that I do it right by this girl. So he begged me and I unblocked him on Facebook and then I unblocked his number. But I don't even have his number anymore than he left. I left. If I had not left, probably would never have had that discussion. He would still abuse me, he would beat me, and that would turn into an emotional abuse. He would verbally abuse me, and I would stay. Because of what? Because society will talk. Girl, bye. Society was talking yesterday, society is talking today, society will talk tomorrow. Last time I checked, all the people that when we were on campus during my undergraduate days that they said, oh, their sex tapes were leaked. If I see them now, I will not know them. They are there living their life. Society will always talk. They will move on to the next topic as quick like this. You are staying in that abusive home because of what society say. Oh, and don't even consider the children. What about the children? Consider the children. Don't even talk about that. Because what children are we talking about? You have children with a man and you want us to consider them, or you are staying because of the children. That is even worse. Let's take physical abuse, for instance. You have children. Let's say you have a boy child and a girl child, and your husband hits you, and you say, I'm staying because of the children. They need their father in the home. They need it. They need their father in a healthy home, not a dysfunctional home. What you're teaching your boy child is it is okay for a man to hit a woman. And so your boy child is learning that their father is hitting you. This is what they know. You are their primary socialization. My father hits my mother, and it's okay. What you are teaching your girl child is it is okay to stay and endure when a man hits you. So you are doing more harm than good when you stay in an abusive home. Because what are you teaching your children? If you have a child, you know that children learn better from seeing than when you tell them. When you tell them, they don't listen. They listen when you do it, when you show them. And so when you are showing them that this is right. And so when people say, oh, consider the children, I'm staying because of their children. No, you are doing more harm than good. And you're not breaking the cycle. You need to break the cycle. You need to let your girl child see the woman that you are, the strong queen that you are. I am not sitting here saying that it's easy. It is not. And that is why you need to know the red flags. That is why when they start hating you, you know that marriage will not change them. And so you need to leave. And if you've not left, I am not going to sit here and pretend that it is easy. Even the people that we did not get married to, we got engaged to, and we were just dating, we broke up with them. It was hard. Breakup is hard. But are you going to destroy your children's future? Are you going to destroy your own future and stay in an abusive home? So, no, I will tell you to leave. Not just when it's physical, but when it's verbal. When you're always being told you are worthless, you're not a woman, you're not beautiful, you're better being compared to other women out there, it leads to emotional abuse, digital abuse, sexual abuse. You're being raped. Yes, marital rape, you can report it. You are being cheated on and it's bringing STIs and STDs and a child, and he's out there enjoying without condoms, and you're still staying because you're staying for the children. Girl, tell me, why are you still there, dude? Yes, it is hard. Everything is hard. Staying in an abusive relationship is hard. Leaving is hard. Choose your hard. So, yes, if you ask me, I will tell my friends to leave. I have told friends to leave in an abusive relationship, and they've told me, but you're still with your husband. Girl, girl, you know, if he was hitting me, if he was verbally abusing me, I wouldn't be here. I'll be out of here. You know me too well. And so because of the stigma, and that is why when I say divorce is an option, I say that so that my queens and my girlfriends around me will know that anymore with anymore it's okay, because I will support you and I will tell you leave. But if you don't leave, you know I am here. I will support you when you leave. Because for me, it's not a stigma. For me, I want you to be seen. For me, I see a queen that can achieve more, so much more when they leave. For me, I see someone that their future has been stolen from them. Their mouth has been shut down. Their joy has been shut down. I know someone that because of an abusive situation, they were fired from their job. Because you can't stand your abuser, so you go out there and transfer your aggression onto other people and you destroy valuable things. Economic abuse. People are being told, give me your money, don't work, you don't have to get a job that is higher than me. And so, yes, even if you tell me I'm not leaving because you're still with your man, I am not enjoying. No, I'm not even selling strategies on how to endure. Because let me tell you, there was someone that was selling how to endure a toxic marriage or relationship, and it was sold out on Instagram. A few months, year down the line, this person left their marriage. So even the teacher, the strategies were not working for them. Stop telling your friends to stay because, oh, he's not hitting you. You, emotional abuse. Go read my blog post, www.ThisandthatwithDrAnimwaa.com. Go there and read my blog post on abuse. You can't see the emotional abuse and it hurts the most. Mental abuse. You'll see someone at the bus stop and they are just talking to themselves. They are getting there. They've abused their experience. They are getting there. You are so much more. You are valuable. You are enough. You matter. I am cheering for you. Choose you every day. And so if you ask me, I'll tell my friend to walk. And so until next time, know that you matter. You are valuable. You are enough. Nothing, absolutely nothing lasts forever. And everything will make sense in the end. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.